Hi, family. Pardon my voice. I'm a little unwell, but His grace is sufficient. But I've got to make this video. On Sunday morning, when I came from night shift, I had a dream. I wasn't expecting it because I was unwell. I was very unwell, and I didn't even pray. I just slammed into bed and hoped that when I woke up, I'll feel slightly better. In my dream, I was looking really pretty, and there was this guy who was showing signs of interest. He fancied me. He looked presentable. He looked really handsome. I can admit that he was really well looking. And I was also interested, but I wasn't that interested. I was bothered about so many other things. I I was busy for nothing, actually. So I had gone to this place. I don't know. When you have a little baby, there are places that you can go just to while away time, where mothers go and chat and like singing groups and all of that. But sometimes it's not quite structured, shall I say. So he was on a balcony on a first floor building, and he was beckoning to me to come, or making gestures of interest. And I smiled back, and as if to say, in my own time I'll come, not to worry, in my own time. And then I go to this place. I go to this place and I lay my mat as if to do yoga. Trust me, I don't even do yoga. um as if to do yoga. I laid there, tossed, turned, and that was it. And when I woke up from wherever I was, lying on the bed, and when I stood up, I was told that that is your groom, that is the man that you're to marry, and that all the men, all the good men had been taken. That is your man. So then I was anxious, I was frightened, and I went seeking for the man that had been pursuing me and I've been ignoring. So I went to this place. Pardon me. I went to this place, and it was like a casino, sort of, in my opinion. That's what it looked like. It was busy, should I say, with different activities. It was like a big market with different stands, and it was exciting. It was joyous, and you know. But I had gone there for a purpose. I had gone there to seek the suitor that, in my opinion, was well suited. He was tall, handsome, dark, my kind of man. But I rejected him, and I was told that he was the owner of the place. So I was overwhelmed. Wow, this wonderful place. He was the owner. So I was flattered that my suitor owns all of that. It was huge. So we went to the door and we knocked and knocked and knocked, and it wasn't there. So my suitor was gone, and I had to look among the men to see which one was available to be my groom. And he was a very ugly man with the biggest mouth ever. And he was like, okay, yeah, fine, come be among the brides. He didn't even look at me. He had no interest in me at all. He didn't even look my direction. He seemed very, very important. He was full of himself, despite his ugly state. He was very full of himself, and he didn't give a about who I was, or whether, if I wasn't ready, I could just move on, in his opinion. So I woke up and that was it. But yesterday, I had another dream. So pardon me, I just lost it. I had another dream. And in my dream, yesterday, I had a dream. And part of my dream, I was in an open plan kitchen where I could see the living room and the telly, and many people were sitting there. It was like a scene from work or something. And I was washing up, and as I was washing up, I could see something poking out of my hand, and I had prayers going on. And in the prayers, I did say that something is going to come out of my hand. And as they said, so did it happen. There was a big screwdriver come out from my hand. And I saw on the telly that people had spoons and other metals coming out from their hands as well. So those of us with stuff coming out of our hands, we freaked out. We're like, oh my God, it's happening, it's happening. You know, stuff is coming out of my hands, it's happening. And I realized the chaos wasn't just on telly and in my surroundings, but also outside, and everywhere was chaotic. And I realized that traffic had stopped, you know, the cars were parked, there was nowhere to go. Outside, the weather was changing. It had become so dramatic, and I saw a dog swallow another dog, and a man bite another man, and he still had his teeth in the man's collarbone, as in, I'm not gonna let go. And there were planes flying in the air and things, and I realized the end had come. Somehow, the end had come, and I was still here. And I was shocked. I was shocked. I was like, it's happened, it's happened. Where are my children? Have they been raptured? Or are they under my ticket? By this I mean, am I still their spiritual guardian? That means I don't know, in my dream it meant that have they not been raptured for my sake? And I realized that the non-Christians amongst us, somewhere amongst us who did not even know that the rapture had happened. And whilst I was freaking out and other people were also in a disturbed mood and they were shouting, some people were, you know, comforting us. They were saying, it will be okay, your children will be fine. You know, when the screw comes out of your hand, you should be able to call them and locate them. And I was trying to tell them, no, it is not okay. We are going to go through something, you know, it is not okay. The rapture has happened, you know. And then this guy who was sitting in the living room area had a slit on the side, and the blood that was on the floor had 666 written in it. And I realized that this is it. This is it. It's happened, and I'm still here. And out of the shock, I woke up. Normally, when I have a dream, either I'll pray about it and keep it to myself. It depends on the dream. But it was amazing how just the day before we were talking about dreams with one of our sisters, and she encouraged me to share my dream, especially with my partner. I do, but not all my dreams. So this particular one, I told him that this is it. Obviously, it was about salvation and rapture and things that we knew about. It wasn't something, in my opinion, it wasn't something personal that God was speaking to me alone. Yes, me, because I was shocked that I wasn't raptured. But I knew that I would want my family saved as well. I would want everybody that I knew saved as well. The reason for this video is not about my dream. It's about now, a few minutes ago. I've been trying to study the Bible. I've been trying to study about God. And one way I've been trying to do that is to listen to Jesus' walk. God help me. In the New Testament, so my phone was playing the Bible, and the last time it stopped on Matthew 24. For some reason, I was sleeping with it, but I had to wake up. It was too heavy for me, especially when it got to Matthew 25. And today, I was playing again. I couldn't remember where I had stopped. So I started from Matthew 4. And because I've been unwell, I've been sleeping from one room to another, trying to do little things to encourage me to be active. And all of a sudden, I felt this heaviness to draw closer to my phone because I couldn't hear it properly all of a sudden. I went for my phone and it was ending Matthew 24 and beginning Matthew 25. And I realized that my Bible was playing my dream. You'll be amazed that it's something we've heard every day. It's the parable of the virgins. Something I've preached about countless occasions. I haven't never thought of it as God's warning to us. Brothers and sisters, it is real. The group is going to come very soon. I don't want it to be me in my dream. I don't even want to be myself in that dream. I want to be the one who is ready for the group. I don't want to be the one who goes to that door and it's shut. I don't want to be the one who misses the rapture. It was so scary. It was the worst scene I've ever seen in a movie. Being played in my presence. I'm praying, I'm asking God to show me what to do, where to right my wrongs, and what part I need to play in the second coming. But I pray that this will wake you up. This will wake you up. When I woke up, I was shocked. You see, there's something called assurance of salvation. If somebody asked me, I would say yes. Heaven now, I'm in. I'm in. There's a man who says that if you go to heaven and you don't see me, check again, you might be in hell. That would have been my statement. But after last night's dream, I think I've got to be more cautious. I've got to be more intentional. I've got to wake up and see what is important. And not do yoga when it's time to go to where I need to go to. Because there is time into this business. When the door is shut, it's shut. That kind-looking man did not open the door. I can't even recognize myself. hope this wakes you up. This sets you thinking. It's nearer than we think. Stay blessed.